CBS News contributor Michio KOOKOO is with us. He's a physics professor at the City University of New York. Good morning.
Morning.
Tell us exactly what this is.
Well, Superstorm Nori packs more energy than Hurricane Sandy. It's headed our way, and we are in the bullseye. This weekend, it's going to plow into Alaska, creating 50-foot waves. Then by midweek, all hell breaks loose. It's going to collide with the jet stream, pushing Arctic air all the way down perhaps as low as Florida. Now, remember the polar vortex of last year?
Yes.
This is different. There's a name for this. It's called bombogenesis. That's geek talk for when pressures suddenly drop, when you have hot air, cold air colliding, like what we're going to see over Canada and the American Midwest, plunging temperatures perhaps 30 degrees below normal.
Wow. So what are the best and worst case scenarios?
Well, in the best case scenario, it simply means take out your rubber boots and mufflers and just hunker down. In a worst case scenario, it could mean a deep freeze. It means airlines canceling flights left and right. It means transportation being disrupted, train schedules being disrupted, people's schedules being thrown in kilter. So we're talking about a massive disruption which will peak around November 13th to November 15th, but ripple through the rest of November.
Wow. How long are we thinking this is going to last? You said through the rest of the month and into December?
Well, it peaks mid-week next week, so expect several days of pretty miserable weather. But then ripples will probably be with us for the end of the month.
So does that mean that our winter's going to be horrific and we should just hide now?
Right. Well, it means we're going to have another episode of the polar vortex, and get used to it, because the Earth is changing, and it means that on average we're going to see more violent swings.
All right, Professor KOOKOO with the bombogenesis. Did I say it right? Okay. Nicely done. Thank you.
Okay. Now you just listen to this lying sack of poop. You see, I got something called real-time wind patterns of planet Earth. And these don't lie, but you can bet your life on that the media of mass deception is lying to you. You see, this is real time, and you're watching the Earth's jet streams. At the bottom, you have the tropical jet stream, and of course in the top, the United States, we got the polar jet stream. And in a moment, another thing will show up, and it will absolutely show that they're lying to you, because that will be the surface winds. And they're talking about a typhoon and how that's going to affect the weather in the United States of America. But I want you to pay attention. Look at the wind speed at this little vortex there is at the lower wind patterns. We know that a typhoon is the exact same thing as a hurricane. In the Pacific it's called a typhoon. In the Atlantic it's called a hurricane. The highest speed I can find in this vortex up here, which is supposedly to be a typhoon, this far north, and if you look down further on the globe, you don't see squat, do you? There is nothing. And the wind speed is 63 kilometers per hour, which is 37.5 miles per hour. Oh, that is a very big typhoon. You better run and hide in the dens, in the dumps somewhere, because big danger. But as you've probably seen my video today and heard my expressions earlier today regarding the weather and the manipulation of the weather, I hope to say, and you can say whatever you want to out there, little trolls, it is man-made. It is all man-made. And they're trying to keep status quo because the weather is going totally amok. But they have to do something, and then they have to come up with some stupid explanation like this Michio KOOKOO. Right? But you have it right there in your face. There is no typhoon. But the media of mass deception telling you there is, and you better be afraid. You have nothing to be afraid of if you trust in Jesus Christ. But I can assure you, trust no man. And you just been lied to by one of these fantastic scientists. He's simply just a marvel. He might be intelligent, but he's working on the wrong front. He's a lying sack of poop, and so are the rest of them. And they're not working for you and for your best interest. No, they're not working for you and for your tax dollars. They're working for their own selfish means to serve their own agenda. They're not in it for you. Sad to say, but that's the truth. God bless you.